well, fresh off their first ever win over the Melbourne Victory. Wellington Phoenix will be hoping that they can get another first and beat Melbourne City here at Control Cyber Pitch. They've never beaten them before. It's been a difficult fixture for them in the past in the 6 meetings, but can they do it this afternoon? They'll have to face a Melbourne City side that are in absolute red-hot form. They've only played two games in the Ninja A-League competition, where they've been dominating Asia, 3 games in the Women's Asian Champions League, 3 wins, no goals conceded. Can they continue that goal-scoring form here at home and their return back to the domestic competition? They'll have to wait and see, but a Wellington Phoenix side coming off a win. It's been a difficult start to the season. Lots of players who've been unavailable. They've got some welcome returns this afternoon. Can they help them and Bev Priestman get a second win of the season? As we see, just about to get onto the pitch. We see one of the players who's potentially making their debut just on the side of the screen there as well. Wellington Phoenix early out and just having to wait for their hosts to get lined up for them. It's a good sunny day out in Melbourne, not too warm, 18 degrees, slight wind. Perfect conditions for football in Melbourne's southeast. There's also Shanaza Uchendu, player who's returning to the bench as well for this City side. That's a Barbieri as well. This Melbourne City side, they had a great campaign, all things considered, last year, premiers, but they couldn't get that final hurdle, win that championship. We know that's really the goal for this club. Get back to a place where they were reigning for so long when this competition started, when the club was introduced. Started the season well, need to continue to build. And finally making their way out onto the park. Conversation happening there between CJ Watt and Rebecca Stott, obviously both football fans. There's Azur Samba right there, Nepalese international. It's a fixture that City would certainly be expecting to get the result. Have only ever conceded 2 goals in this fixture before. Wellington have never really troubled them, but they've also been able to punish them on the other end. Ollie McNamara certainly knows how to find the back of the net in this fixture and in this competition. And for Michael Matriciani, he makes no changes to this side. The last played in this competition, Rebecca Stott and Taylor Otto will anchor the centre of defence, as Leah Davidson and Laura Hughes will be a partnership in the middle of the park. Holly McNamara will be leading the line, as she always does. She's been in good goal-scoring form so far to start this season, and some welcome returns on the bench. Shanazo Chendu, Carly Rossbacken and Ellie Wilson also make their return to the matchday squad. Devon Jackson is back after spending some time on international duty with the football ferns. But a player to watch this afternoon, Shelby McMahon, only 17 years of age. But what a star she's been since coming into this competition a few seasons ago. She's already scored 3 goals so far in this competition. Scored her first goal against Sydney FC, and then the double when they last played against Central Coast in that 4-goal win. For the Wellington Phoenix, as I've mentioned already, after suffering a knee injury back in round 1, Nepalese international Samba makes her return to the starting 11, and then the Knicks have also made a change in goal, with 20-year-old Amy Teinberg-Danieli coming in for the first time this season, replacing Victoria Eason. And then Lucia Leon, she's also going to be on the bench this afternoon. Could she make her Knicks debut? Emma Main, after starting last week, she moves to the bench as well. And we see Zoe Benson and Grace Bartlett on the bench as well. And there is Samba, Nepalese international, all-time top scorer for the national team. It's been a stop-start season. Knee injury just held her out. We see there's taping on her knee as well. Can she get her first goal? Can she help to propel this Wellington Phoenix side into the finals for the first time in their history in the competition? You know, she's been able to score wherever she goes. Can she get one for the first time? And there's Michael Matriciani, obviously very disappointed with the way the campaign ended last season, but his record with this team is absolutely fantastic. They continue doing in Asia. Can they get another win this afternoon in their return? We have a debut in the Ninja A-League, this time for referee Shav Rashan. She's prolific in the NPL Victoria competition, but this is her first time here as we get underway at Control Cyber Pitch. Wellington immediately winning it back, but Melbourne City able to regain possession immediately. You know, Melbourne City, this is a team that, happy in possession, would dictate it a lot and try to shut out the chances for opponents. It will be about how can they break down a Wellington Phoenix side who have had a really good defence to start this campaign, not giving away a lot of chances. So see an early foul there by captain CJ Bott. Just dragging back there. It's an easy call in the end. Not sure what she was grabbing for, but just easy decision. Correction, it was Mania Elliott, not CJ Bott, who gave away that foul. Free kick. It'll be Letitia McKenna over his set piece. What can she deliver? Got a short option in Hughes if she wants to use it. Just taking her time. Waiting for everybody to be set. McKenna, low flat, doesn't get past the first player. Samba chasing it down. Immediately picked up by Apostolakis. They work their way through the traffic. McMahon. Apostolakis. Sure, Apostolakis during that international break window was with the young Matildas. Great result there against South Korea. That's a poor pass from Mirez out. Immediately picked off by Wall. Jale. Vandemir. Sending it back across. Bott. Back to Jale. That's the chase. Here, Coach Bev Priestman for the Phoenix on the bench, just shouting instruction. What a great get from Wellington Phoenix. Obviously, Bev Priestman, former coach of the Canada women's national side, trying to help the Phoenix just get somewhere they've never achieved before. They've been close before to breaking in to the finals, but have struggled with their away record in the past. So it'll be really important for them to not only win at home, but to pick up a few wins away, separate themselves, and make it a little bit easier to make their first finals campaign. Driving inside. There's 18 Keane having to fight for every bit of possession, but picked off by the Knicks. Elliott. Vandemir up against her former side. Out wide they go. That's a heavy touch. Very active on the touchline. Priestman demanding a lot of her players. Just a poor touch there from Vok. McNamara under pressure. Ball deflected out.
18, half and half.
McMahon, Kostelakis, not able to keep it in the field of play. Ball, Samba. Vandermeer. Back to Mackenzie Barry. Been part of this squad for so long. Barry. Football fern as well. Chased down by Turner. First chance for Samba. Just wide of goal, so it'll be a goal kick. Ramirez next to go long. McMahon, McKenna. Immediately out wide to the threat of McNamara, and a good timely challenge from Lara Wall. Great feet. You can see immediately, Samba is exactly where the Phoenix want to go. They want the ball there quickly. That pass just a little bit heavy that time. The idea is there to become a top scorer of a national team. If you don't know where the back of the net is, best to go with that person. Barry. Vandermeer. Jarley. Picked off by McMahon, doing defensive duties to help out Apostolakis. She's just caught between two Phoenix players. Just a little bit of confusion about whose throw-in it was, and just slightly overzealous with that challenge, CJ Bott. Turner. Otto, Turner, once again. Very experienced player, Danielle Turner is. From the UK, played for Everton before, played for Aston Villa. So, play with a lot of experience. There's a lot of experience, truthfully, in that entire Melbourne City backline with Rebecca Stott. Taylor Otto's been here for a little while now. And even though Alexia Apostolakis is still only a teenager, she's been playing in this competition for a very long time. A very cool, calm customer. Stott. Thought about the long option. Apostolakis. Ball pass, couldn't find Davidson's feet. Jarley. Doing well to find space. And the City defence at times, Wellington, just can't break out entirely. Jarley going long, asking Samba to do a lot of chasing, and well defended. Out wide. They find their way centrally. Otto goes long, and McKenna can't bring it down, but the header finds 18 Keane. McKenna. Turner. Hughes. this is what Melbourne City, when they're at their best, they can really suffocate a side, just force them to retreat. But then can they find the answer to break it down and find a clean shot on goal? But just a lunging challenge from 18 Keane, giving away a foul. Just change of direction, and then Keane just coming a little bit late, taking out the feet.
Just there, Shelby. Just there, Shelby.
No surprise to start opening 10 minutes of this game. Melbourne City dominating possession. And Wellington have turned up the pressure and are ready to play today. And just running out of space for Vlock could keep it in play. Tried to turn Vandermeer. Was alert to the danger. Stott. Otto. Once again, putting a lot of pressure in that midfield, making it difficult to break down for Melbourne City. Picked off this time by Ellie Walker. Pass just slightly off target. Quickly back into a defensive set. The Knicks.
Yes, legs, yes, legs, yes, legs.
McMahon. Quick feet. Asking a lot of Apostolakis, however. Barry. It's a heavy touch. Very lucky. The ball stayed stuck to the foot of Amy Daniele, but putting pressure on her side. McNamara sends it across goal, but calmly finds the pass out. Vandermeer. Wall. Just playing themselves into a little bit of danger momentarily, the Wellington Phoenix. McKenna. Apostolakis to the feet of McNamara. You can see immediately Davidson making the run off ball. Looking to be intentional and quick with their passes, Melbourne City, when they're in the attacking third. Just not working that time. Nunn. Quick pass to flick it out. It's Mania Elliott in a foot race and brought down. And there are shouts for a penalty, and it's going to be the opposite. Mania Elliott fouling Danielle Turner. Turner, the 34-year-old, keeping up, maybe a little bit lucky. This was earlier. Lucky for Feinberg Daniele that McNamara actually just kicked the ball straight into her feet, so ricocheted back into her own path, but playing with danger with a threat so lively in front of you. Barry playing it, poor pass, it's the feet of 18 Keane. Has the wind been able to keep it in play? No, it's dragging it wide and out. McNamara picked off, back, pass too short that time from Brooke Nunn. This is a high intensity game to start here at Control Cyber Pitch. Perfect day for football. Well defended by Ellie Walker. McKenna switching it and easily picked off. Turn and go, that's the mindset. But well defended once again. Every time it looks like either side maybe just have slightly an inch, about to turn for attacking opportunity, and met with a good defensive reaction from either side in this game. Both sides very alert to the danger that each side possesses. Ramirez, Kostelakis, Ramirez, Ramirez forced to send it long as the pressure was mounting. Coming deep to collect is McNamara. Well, the switch was there, but just overshooting everybody in the end. You can see how deep Holly McNamara is having to come to collect the ball at times. It hasn't been necessarily easy. Barry. Jale. That's a heavy collision from 18 Keane. And just unlucky with the timing, just slightly on Mania Elliott, who just got knocked over by Keane, just leg to face. Missed an impact, but back on her feet, which is great to see. Elliott shielding, looking for options. And but giving away a cheap foul in the end.
Keep using the opposite centre back. Get out, yeah. Nothing through. CJ, right shoulder, number 6. Keep picking it up, yeah, perfect. That's all right, that's all right. Watch it behind. That's okay, yeah.
Ramirez out wide to Kostelakis. Jale. Very active touch lines from both sides, can hear them. Striking this side, move here, keep the pressure. Something I heard Bev Priestman talk about earlier was keeping Melbourne City wide and not allowing them go through the middle. And for the most part, Wellington have done a great job of that so far. Haven't allowed City an easy path through the centre of the park, and it's understandable. They are the side with one of the fewest amount of crosses in this game. Through this opening few rounds of this competition, they want to be direct.
No touch.
So keeping them out wide is shutting off a lot of the stuff they love to do. Smart pass back. High delivery, Mires. Safe pair of hands. Denied that cross from Lara Wall. Found space and just too close in the end. Needed more numbers in the box. Stalakis. Stop. Hughes. Samba applying the pressure. Hughes able to stick with the ball and eventually give it a free kick. Immediately apologising. Samba knows just a little bit aggressive with the challenge, but in the end, it's all good. Jale did well to pick it off. Book none. And then that shot wide of goal. Now working it around, but CJ Bott, captain, just couldn't find it. They were queuing up. None to Bott, and then just wide. Jale really started that move, picking the ball up high. Minutes into this game, and haven't been any clear-cut chances in this game. Jale sending it in. Samba, her first strike, and blocked immediately. McNamara to Davidson. Turn up. And unable to control that one, Nadine Keane. There are the Nepalese fans out to see a national hero in Samba. Hasn't got on the score sheet yet, but wherever she goes, there are fans everywhere, and the Nepalese flag is in abundance today. And the southeast and a controlled cyber pitch. Fantastic to see those communities going away to enjoy this competition and a player to support. And to all the fantastic communities across Australia. Mires. Turn up. Just off target. Wonder what's going through his mind. What's the solution? How to find space for his side. Michael Matriciani. Very physical. And not a lot of space to operate for his team at times. Ball. Significantly more final third entries from Melbourne City to Wellington, but haven't got a shot off just yet.
Underneath, give that! Underneath, switch it!
Mania Elliott. But having to chase down that throw. McNamara saw the traffic, slowed down. Postelakis charging run, and then Mackenzie Barry bringing McNamara down. Might be a good foul in the end. Able to slow it down, maybe a little bit lucky not to get a card. But slowing the play down and allowing numbers back for Wellington. Mirez. And playing with danger and just wide. Once again, Amy Feinberg-Danieli just very casual in goal. Passing it to the feet of Keane, and very lucky that didn't ricochet back into the back of her own net. Cannot be inviting pressure, that kind of danger for a side that Melbourne City, they're in such great form in front of goal. Cannot give them any chances, especially cheap ones at that. McKenna. Hughes dropping back to defence, trying to help this side build. Samba. That ball slightly behind McNamara, finding space and finding McMahon, but Barry coming across and got her legs taken out from under her. So McMahon, 3 goals so far to start the season. McNamara did well, saw the space. Saw McMahon, but just unfortunate collision in the end. Turner. Cleared by Walker. Stott. Just that early pressure from Phoenix, just starting to drop off in the last few minutes. McNamara sending it wide. Keane not able to get there before Elliott, who manages to poke it away, but quick recovery from Aideen Keane. McKenna. Stott. Postelakis. Jale. Did well to keep it in play, but could only find the feet of Rebecca Stott. Kiwi international.
Nothing inside, Peter. Nothing inside.
So Holly's on that one, but that's okay.
Neres wide and out. It's the right idea from McNamara, but Elliott had to be perfect with the timing, and it's exactly what she was. Certainly wouldn't be too disappointed so far on either side with the effort, but want to get on that score sheet quickly, especially for Wellington, as that's all into the box. So they're a side who, in all the games so far, and the 3 goals they've scored this season, they've all been in the first half. So they yet to score a goal in the second half. They do their best work in the second part of the first 45. Usually where they warm up, but it feels in this game maybe that trend is just slightly different in this game. Started really strong, but just the last couple of minutes of Melbourne City just gained a little bit more possession. That fiery tempo that we saw to start with, just slowing down just a little bit. Neres, now they bring the press on, forcing a mistake. Vandermeer. Bot, turning, finding Jale, but finding herself in trouble. Picked off by Davidson. Keane. Hughes. McNamara. Let's see, as soon as Holly McNamara gets on the ball, there's a player very, very close.
Right idea, Leah! Hey, that was a really good idea, mate! Keep thinking!
Wall. Clever footwork. Dragged all over the place. And that pass is not to the advantage of the keeper, but they've made it work. Samba. Can she turn and go? Well, that's not ideal, but get a throw in for her side. So yeah, old Melbourne Hearts scarf there. I wonder where they got that and if it's been passed down. Long time fan. Love to see it. But none. Elliott. Jale. So good delivery into the box, and eventually just drifts away to the hands of Mira, so not a danger in the end. And I did mention at the top of the broadcast that Wellington Phoenix are been stuck with a lot of injuries to start this early part of the season and have been without players. Obviously, the return of Samba is fantastic, but they are also without Alyssa Wynnum, who's out with a long-term knee injury, so she won't be back this season. Tessel Midag is also out with a knee injury. She won't be back this season, and Macy Fraser at the moment is out, taking a mental health break as well. So some real attacking threats unavailable for Bev Priestman's side. As they've tried to find their way and continue to build a dynamic. And this may be a player who can spark something. Samba Salakis blocking the path, using the width. Wall, dangerous delivery, punched away by Mirez. Only to have it back once again. Samba getting ahead to it, poked away from the hands of Mirez. And this again, Samba did well, used the width of Wall. Good cross, forcing that punch away. Samba able to keep it. Can she get a good delivery in? Only as far as Stott. McNamara doing a lot of defending there, and eventually Melina Mirez just, here's some of the dangerous. Kenzie Barry just takes a momentary tumble and reaches down for her ankle. It looked for a moment. Hopefully she's okay, and it was just a trip of her own feet. Wall. Oh, that ball's sitting up. Samba with a head to it, and Mirez. Easy collection in the end. And smart header, just slightly too much on it, and really just a little bit lack of space for her to really attack. It was the right idea. Wall. Jale. Taking a tumble. But immediately winning it back. Looks like CJ Bott. Very physical. Shabrashan just letting play continue. Bott. Jale. Block. Samba. McNamara wants to use her speed. Well defended. And Mackenzie Barry is keeping a very close eye on Holly McNamara, not giving her any room to operate. It's been a lively opening 38 minutes. Melbourne City dominating possession. Wellington applying a lot of pressure, and best chance coming with a wide shot from CJ Bott. Melbourne City's almost gifted a goal after Wellington keeper Amy Daniele just played the ball into the feet of 18 Keane, and that just narrowly missed the goal. So it's been a game with limited chances ultimately. Very physical, a lot of man marking. Walker did well to shield as Daniele able to clear it away. There you see, 3 shots Wellington, none from Melbourne City, and one I was speaking about in terms of 18 Keane, not even registered as a shot. So it's been tough going in the final third for Melbourne City. Even despite all the possession, it's maybe one of the faults that you can attribute to this side at times of have a lot of possession, but can they figure it out? Can they figure out how to break a team down when they're just compact and tightly marking a lot of their key players? And that's a question that Michael Matriciani is going to have to figure an answer to at halftime with his coaching staff. if his team's going to want the 3 points this afternoon. And able to stay in play. Elliott saving it from a corner, but it will be a throw in for the home side. Elliott sending it long. Oh no. Back to Stott. Jarley. Elliott. Nunn. And brought down Brooke Nunn. Easy decision in the end. Just getting held and brought down by her fellow countrywoman in Danielle Turner. Brooke Nunn, many will remember, played for the Central Coast Mariners last season in that championship winning side. So she's certainly got happy memories against Melbourne City, beating them. Semi-final.
Get ready, Shelby. Get ready, Shelby. Get ready, Shelby.
Tuck in,
Former Arsenal player as well. Too much on that challenge to Holly McNamara. Just tripped over by that outstretched leg of Mania Elliott. Stalakis. It's enforcing the mistake. Hounded, harassed, and eventually awarded a free kick. Easy call, Davidson. Just applying too much pressure in the end. McNamara. Turning, surveying for options, McKenna. Just couldn't slip it through the gap that was emerging to find Holly McNamara. Elliott rode the challenge. Out wide to Samba. Smartly poached me away from Otto. Still Samba. Just couldn't get it untangled from her feet. Blocking it. Back to Apostolakis. She wants her goal. You can sense it. A Nepalese international. Nunn. Blocked by Otto.
CJ, 2 to 4. Back post.
Elliott to take the throw in. Nunn to Elliott. Just into a little bit of traffic, but with the cross attempt, deflected into the hands of Mirez. Jarley. And Vandermeer just took a arm to the face potentially, or is it a head collision? And there's blood on her face, so absolutely did the right thing in stopping the play. I don't think the Melbourne City bench not seeing the blood at the moment. I'm not sure why. And I think Shelby McCann's arm in the end, accidental, but just hitting the side of Marissa Vandermeer's face, and McMahon getting a yellow card for it. So 2 minutes of added time, Shelby McMahon with a yellow card, and Marissa Vandermeer down on the ground receiving some treatment after a knock to the head where just got blood gushing from the side of it. So take a momentary break, and it actually is coming from that elbow. Very sharp contact, and just see right there on her arm, just blood gushing. Another reason why some of us are built to be spectators and others to play professional sports. So hopefully she just gets patched up and we'll be all good to go. Hopefully it doesn't look like there's any concern for concussion at the moment, just trying to stop the bleeding for Vandermeer. 23-year-old who's, as I mentioned before, played for Melbourne City in 21-22 season. Played with New Zealand national youth teams, under 17s, under 20, so very promising young player, and there is a sizable gash on across her eyebrow. Hopefully she doesn't have an eyebrow appointment this week. That might have to derail it just slightly with that knock. Always you get the best type of bandaging when it's right across your head, across your hair. It's really fantastic. It's really a fashion statement, this kind of taping mechanism. Feel though, in the year of 2025, could we get something a little bit more stylish? Who knows?
Just for now.
It's a lot of tape. Play will resume soon, hopefully.
So Pierre, defending the midfield.
And we are back underway. Bot. Jale. Really a pivot player, and a great pass out from Grace Jale. Can they make the next one? Samba stops, turns, find the pass off the crossbar. Jale this time. Too high. Grace Jale started the move, couldn't finish it. Manaya Elliott did well. Samba did excellently to find the ball to stop for Brooke Nunn. And Jale just skying it, but great thinking under pressure from Samba to stop the play, find a teammate, and just that shot coming off the crossbar. That's the best move we've seen all afternoon from the Wellington Phoenix. Barry. Turning, trying to find a way through, but Nunn just left it behind slightly. Thought about the challenge, pulled out, perfect time. Jale. 2 minutes. Being certainly extended. Wonder how much longer left Shabra Sham will give to this first 45.
Swing the future, yeah.
Samba taken away by Rebecca Stott. And that's the end of the first 45 minutes here at Control Cyber Pitch. It's been a lively first 45. Grace Charley almost producing a moment of magic for the Wellington Phoenix and helped them get their first goal of the game. Now we're trying to help them get their first ever win against Melbourne City, but it's been unlucky. City is always dominating possession, but not finding any real clear-cut chances. So a lot to work out for Michael Matriciani's side. Some positives there. But at the end of the first 45 minutes of play, it's Melbourne City 0, Wellington Phoenix 0. It's been an interesting first 45. The chances haven't been a lot, but Wellington, they've been giving them away when they've been sloppy at times. Got away with one there from Daniele. And then this one, well defended by Bott. Phoenix have done well to defend with numbers, but then Brooke Nunn to CJ Bott. That was the first clear chance the Phoenix had, just wide of goal. And then this one here, just playing with fire. Daniele off the feet of 18 Keane, and she immediately apologised. Knew she was in the wrong, the 20-year-old, but as you see here, Wellington, despite the lack of possession, this was the best chance of the entire first half. To Elliott, to Samba, to Brooke Nunn off the crossbar, and then Grace Charley just could not keep it down. That was the best move after Charley started finding the pass out to Manai Elliott on the right-hand side. Very unlucky, the Wellington Phoenix, the more dangerous side, undoubtedly in front of goal. But they want to change that and get a goal on the board. Melbourne City dominating possession as always, that's the story, but shots, and no shots on target. That is a scary stat if you're Michael Matriciani. Need to change that up for Wellington Phoenix. They got 5 shots, only 1 on target so far. But still, the most important stat, it's 0-0 at halftime here at Control Cyber Pitch.
So essentially every single night except for Saturday night. You can live stream it 24/7 on Channel 10. The 2025-26 Isuzu A-League Men and Ninja A-League Women seasons are finally here, and they absolutely ramping up ahead of the festive season. Don't miss out on all the fun, passion and unforgettable family-friendly A-League match day experiences. So the superstars still available now. It is your leagues, our leagues, the A-Leagues. Get ready to choose the advantage, just like Liberty supports the A-Leagues. They are on your team as well. Whether you're planning a holiday or buying a new home, Liberty could provide you with some needs with your free thinking goals. Jump online, Liberty, loans for free thinkers. Adventure is everywhere this season. Go find yours in the Isuzu D-Max. Go your own way with Isuzu.
Well, it's been an interesting first 45 minutes here at Control Cyber Pitch. Still 0-0 between Melbourne City and the Wellington Phoenix. But again, there was a scoreless. The young Matildas, they defeated Korea Republic in 2 matches at the AIS in Canberra last weekend, 1-0 and 4-0. We hear from head coach Alex Apakis and Alexia Apostolakis and Grace Koilamu.
It's always very enjoyable to play against a really tough opponent like South Korea, and I think the girls found it very valuable, especially coming off the back of a pretty successful qualifiers campaign and stepping closer towards the Asian Cup next year.
They did give us a run for our money, especially at the start of this game. They came out hard.
The opposition are a very top-class team, and seeing how we responded to that, how we found some solutions and obviously found ways to get 2 really good results. I think that's a huge outcome for us.
Very well done. What a response.
You know, Grace hasn't had too many opportunities to be in many of our camps, but this week she's come in and she's really elevated the environment. The energy she can bring, it's game-changing, and that was really nice to watch.
He said since day one that we have the team to make it, so he really backs us in the talent that we have in our squad.
The way he gets around the players and establishes the culture, it really builds from the ground up, and I think everyone feels that belief.
Alexia's a super competitive player, she's very versatile, and you know, I believe that when you've got an experienced player like that as well, it's not so much me just coaching her, but together we're both growing. You know, she's making me a better coach. I think they're the reasons why probably the 2 of them have had that exposure already to the senior team. You know, and my job's to help them get back up there as soon as possible.
I guess a lot of the girls here, they do play A-League as well. So it's great to see them in their A-League teams and then coming and bringing their best skills to this platform.
You know, coming to camp and we're playing with each other now is, we form such good friendships, and then we play each other on the pitch next week. You know, we want to win and we want to go deep into those tournaments. So, you know, we're preparing for that, which is coming up in April, and all we can do is work on ourselves individually, and hopefully those results will take care of themselves.
What an excellent result that was for our young Matildas superstars. Hopefully one day they make it into the Matildas. But a player here at Control Cyber Pitch who's got a lot of fans, and that is Samba, the Nepalese international superstar. Back from her knee injury, this is just her 2nd game in the competition, but she's been absolutely lively when she's got a chance. Always looking on her side on goal. But this one right here, super clever move, but just running out a little bit of space. But such a dangerous player, you can understand why she's travelled all over the world with her talents, playing in France, playing around the world. But this one right here, best chance for the Wellington Phoenix, and that really comes down to her ability to recognise Brooke Nunn right behind her, almost getting the first goal. But it's fantastic to see so many Nepalese people from that community coming out to support Samba, and I'm going to watch the Ninja A-League competition. We absolutely love having all those people coming to watch. And our round 6 fixture so far, Friday night, Melbourne Victory losing against Canberra United. Maybe a slight shock to people. Canberra United, really important 3 points they need, and they've got a busy couple of games coming up in the next week or so. And then here at Control Cyber at halftime, still 0-0 between these 2 sides. Adelaide United hosting Brisbane Roar. Can they get a win? Western Sydney Wanderers, Sydney FC, a Sydney derby. We absolutely love those in the competition. And then an F3 derby as well. Central Coast Mariners, 7 p.m, closing the round out against the Newcastle Jets today at 7 o'clock. That's going to be a really, really good game. And this was the game on Friday night to start the round. Canberra, and this goal ended up being put down as an own goal by Emma Robers to get the goal scoring for Melbourne Victory. And then this long-range effort, taking a deflection off Nanako Sasaki, getting her goal for her new side. But a really great result. And this probably the pick of the bunch in terms of the goals. Sasha Grove peeking out that top corner. You can see her reaction. Going back to Canberra United in the off-season after leaving Western United. And then, unfortunate for captain Kayla Morrison, deflecting the goal into her own net. 3-1 loss. It's unfortunate for Melbourne Victory, but sure they will bounce back. But very, very important 3 points for Canberra United. But still here at Control Cyber Pitch, 0-0 between Melbourne City and Wellington Phoenix. We'll be right back after this short little break. And back here at Control Cyber Pitch, where it is 0-0 between Melbourne City and the Wellington Phoenix. The Phoenix, fresh off their win against Melbourne Victory, which is their first ever win against that side. They're looking to get their first ever win against Melbourne City. They were lively in that first 45 minutes. They had the best chances. They limited Melbourne City to no shots on goal and no shots on target. And that is exactly the path you want to take if you want to get the win. Bev Priestman, all smiles, and I'm certainly... there's no doubt to me that she'd be pleased with her side's first 45 minutes of play as well. They were really positive in their movements, really restricted the likes of Holly McNamara, Shelby McMahon as well, of creating anything. Grace Jarley was finding her space in the middle of the park and was building more as the half went along. There are a lot of positives for the first 45, and only real negative, maybe for the first 45, is to poor Marissa Vandermeer, who got a knock on her eyebrow in the first 45 minutes, and that stitching around her head, it's just disappointing that we're in 2025 we're not finding better stitching, better wrapping going on. But hopefully it stops the bleeding and she's all set. Had a really good first 45 minutes, and so did the Nepalese international Samba. Not a lot of chances, but when she did have them, you could see why she's such a threat. And there's a real kind of combination that's building with her and Brooke Nunn on that right-hand side particularly. Can they combine this half to get a little bit more luck and find that final piece of the puzzle and a goal? Melbourne City, a lot to work on in that first 45. They had the possession, but they just couldn't really create anything. And that's kind of been the issue for this side at times in the last few seasons when the games haven't been free-flowing. They do a great job of locking sides in their own half and building and building. But they have to just find that creative force that can find the pass. Obviously, Michael Matriciani, he's the man who has to figure it out. They let go of Rana Policina at typical number 10 in the off-season, and we've seen the type of start she's had for Melbourne Victory. They need a player like that right now to kind of unlock this Wellington Phoenix defence. They got a second 45 to figure it out. Wellington getting us going. Jarley immediately sending it wide to Mania Elliott. Well wide it was. Danielle Turner. Cheaply given away by 18 Keane. Cleared, but only as far as Bott, who's getting a lot of freedom in that midfield so far in this game. Jarley.
Yes, Ollie. Yes, Ollie. Try line. Try line.
Walker. Walker, heavy collision. McNamara still on the ground, but play will continue. Looks to be okay. Smart touch from Postolakis. McKenna, chased down by Brooke Nunn. Stott. Postolakis continued the run forward. Driving and running out of space. Charlie just ushering her off the field and giving her just a slight nudge in the end to make sure she was well and truly out of the field and play. Maybe a little bit lucky. Daniele a little bit annoyed by the positioning of McNamara as she was taking a knee. forcing a mistake. Melbourne City winning it back high. McKenna. A little bit of space for Samba, but awaiting her and the ball was Rebecca Stott.
Get ready. Get ready.
City fans making their voices heard, trying to lift the spirits of this side, help them build momentum. That's exactly what McKenna's trying to do, picking off the pass. McNamara into the feet of Vandermeer. Back to McNamara, poked away. Postolakis. Hughes. Stott. Postolakis trying to find McMahon and ball smartly clearing it off the feet of McMahon. Sandwiched between a few was Leah Davidson, but referee Shabrashan saying that's fair challenge. Elliott, and another foot race up against Turner. Certainly ready for the challenge. Davidson, Postolakis, Samba trying to apply a press. Hughes. Back to Mires. End away to Jale. Clever turn. Strong pass. Elliott bringing it back across. Brooke Nunn to Mania Elliott. Well saved by Mires. Jale once again involved in the play. Elliott to Nunn, back to Elliott. And a good save was required and Mires met the moment. You can see Elliott just a little smile. They're getting closer. Corner.
Be careful of that transition. Be careful of that transition if they go.
Seconds and thirds.
What can this delivery be? Short option coming. Sitting up and on the edge of the box ultimately. There's a real threat. There's Bot high in the air and out of play eventually. It was clever by Elliott just to take Turner out of the equation. Now McNamara on the other side, charging run, using her pace, and referee Shabrashan saying you've fallen over. There's no foul there. Frustrating afternoon so far. Let's have a look at that again, and probably the right call ultimately. Went down very easily. Shabrashan on her debut in this competition, and maybe her debut in the Ninja A-League as a head referee, but that's surely a foul throw. But Shabrashan has been a referee in the NPL in Victoria for a long time, very experienced.
Talk to Samba.
Jale, Samba. Dancing with the ball. And dispatching of Leah Davidson with ease. Great switch of play to Elliott. And just CJ Bott and Brooke Nunn not on the same page. Nunn went one way, the ball went another. Postelakis. That's a poor pass. It's the feet of Turner, Hughes. But you can see, just even off that, the numbers of black Wellington shirts there in the middle of the park, making it very, very difficult for Melbourne City to break through and to link up more than one or two passes in a row. But this effort from Samba here, nicely done. Went one way, went another, and then eventually lost Leah Davidson, and then a great switch of play out to Mania Elliott. Out to Otto. Turner. Fighting and winning, Walker. But running herself into a little bit of trouble and giving away a free kick. Just holding McNamara. And that's probably the easiest decision that Shab Rashan's had all afternoon. CJ Bott is actually captain today and first ever player from Wellington, born and raised to be the captain of this team. So an achievement and a milestone for her as well, captaining this side. Very experienced customer and leading this side out, but you saw it just before. A very alarming statistic for Melbourne City. Still no shots to Wellington's 6. Need to change that. McKenna standing over the ball. Can she change it here? High delivery. Otto's there. Dropped. And eventually cleared. Maybe a goal kick. But at times, Daniele wasn't looking too sure, but eventually cleared. Year-old, just her 4th ever game in this competition, so still learning. Coming in to replace Hessen, who's got a calf strain. Turner. Throw in. McNamara, can she turn and shoot? Blocked. None. Samba holding the ball off and looking like she was dragged. Shab Rashan disagrees. Still on the ground. Hughes. Jale. And Samba down on the ground holding her right ankle. Yeah. Just a lower leg, ultimately. And it's not looking great after that challenge. Take a look at it. Taylor Otto right behind her, and then quite sure maybe it's the heavy impact down on the ground after the fall. Obviously, a lot of taping around that right knee. And right lower leg. Very gingerly getting up. I've mentioned she's just returning after being out since round 1 with a knee injury. There's some worried looks of some Nepalese fans who've just come to watch a national hero half is looking very tight. You can even just see it as she's walking.
Just ready. Yeah, just ready me. 20 in. Yep.
Sure. And I think there's going to be an immediate substitution. Samba. Emma Main looking like she's going to come on. I did mention Emma Main did start last week when they played Melbourne Victory. So Samba replaced Main, and now like for like, Emma Main coming on to replace, and a very good play to come on, Main. McKenna cutting it across. Turner.
Pressure coming, guys!
Cleared by Bott. Postelakis chasing it down.
Get ready, AD, get ready, get ready, get ready. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. Here we go, you got it.
Turning,
Yes, Holly,
Barry
you got it,
sending it back. Eventually cleared high. Not very long in the end. As 18 Keane is brought down.
That's 3 times.
Mackenzie Barry just coming through the back and bringing down 18 Keane. That's an easy call.
She did one in the first second of the match that should have been a yellow card. It was the same play as the first minute of the game.
McKenna. Once again, and Michael Matriciani very frustrated, it seems. It hasn't been more players' names been put into the book, but Chabrashan being relatively consistent with the foul calls this game. McKenna. High delivery, and eventually cleared.
Calm, legs, calm.
Still 0-0 in this game. Wellington Phoenix have had the 2 best chances. And coming just near the end of the first 45 minutes. Grace Charlet switching it out wide to Mania Elliott, who found Samba in the box, who laid it off, but Brooke Nunn coming off the crossbar, and then Grace Charlet not able to finish the chance and skying the volley. And then in the second half, another Grace Charlet pass out to Mania Elliott, finding Brooke Nunn. Back to Elliott, who just got it on target, but forced a really good save in the end from Melina Ramirez. So you can just hear by those two, there are certain players from Wellington who are involved when something positive is happening on the field. There's no surprise when they are around. Real creators for this team, but can they create a goal for this side? Get their first 3 points or even a point. Elliott, one of those players trying to find Brooke Nunn. Eventually finds Laura Hughes, and then those two combining for a challenge and giving away a free kick. Ball ricocheting nicely into the path of Elliott, and then Brooke Nunn. Cheap foul, man. Stop. Mirrors. That's a poor pass. dealt with eventually. Here, Vlock coming in. Been a quiet afternoon so far, but working, try and create something. Kiwi national. Barry. Bot. Cutting it across. And easy grab from Mires. No numbers in the box at all. Jarley picked it off. Bot. Elliott out wide, cutting it back the other way and missing everybody. Once again, Grace Jarley just allowed to roam in the middle of the park, and good defensive work, really.
Substitution for Melbourne City coming off number 6, Letitia McKenna.
So Letitia McKenna going to be replaced by Chinaza Uchendu, Nigerian international.
Number 15, Chinaza Uchendu.
So that's all it is for Letitia McKenna this afternoon. See who replaces her on set piece duties. Uchendu, goal scoring threat. International, very experienced player, and immediately ball coming in her direction. But Walker to Barry. Vandermeer. Timely challenge from Jarley. None. Did well. Searching for a better option, and that ball, can it sit? Can it wait? Vlock. Vlock once again. More numbers in the box. Now the ball goes but sails over the head of Benaya Elliott. First real chance for Sam here, Vlock in attacking set. The 17-year-old Elliott, heavy touch, but it'll go wide to Nunn. Numbers in the box if she can find it. Will she go low? Will she go high? And she went her side a corner. There's Nunn. Let's turn her on, but stuck the boot out. Lara Wall. Nice delivery, maybe wasn't her best. A lot of numbers near the far post, playing it short this time. And that pass from Nunn absolutely derailed the whole setup. Melbourne City still yet to have a corner in this game. Barry, Bot, Vandermeer, Barry once again. Wall, chipping it over. Vlock chasing and running out of space. A lot of the other options. And Priestman obviously brought Emma Main on. That's attacking option. Could bring on Lucia Leon, former Adelaide United player. She played as a fullback, but can operate a lot higher. Change it up a little bit, maybe. Still yet to make her debut for this team. Elliott barging into Hughes, a heavy collision, and Hughes coming off the worst of the two. And the card is going to be drawn. So Benaya Elliott gets her name in the book. Smiling as she walks away. Probably unlucky. And just a heavy collision. Both had every right to go for the ball, but probably the right call in the end with the yellow card.
Keep riding him, Hughes! Be big in there! Be big in there! Ben! Ben! That's what I was saying at the end.
Okay, I'll have a look.
Bostelakis. Jale. Jale.
Please come on! Come on! Yes, I did.
Barry.
Double run, Chief! Double run! Come on, Chief! You got it, Chief!
All out, Chief! Hi, Manaya!
Still searching. A goal in this game. It feels like only one might be able to do it. It's a great pass to Nunn. Can she chase it down? Heavy touch allowed Otto back into it. Out it goes. Yes. Aiden Keane was under pressure at Maya Elliott's connection with Brooke Nunn. Just a heavy touch. So unfortunate. Been really impressed in this game by both Elliott and Nunn. Just their persistence. But as well, Main cleared wide, but it will stay with the Phoenix.
Here we go, City. Here we go.
I don't know what's going through his mind. Probably a little bit of frustration, and his side just haven't been able to create anything at all. Haven't been given any space. Chendu held back and winning a free kick. Stop. Mires searching for some numbers. McNamara one-on-one against Barry, and a timely poke of the ball from Mackenzie Barry to slow down that attack from Melbourne City. Bostelakis, McNamara, heavy touch. Jale winning it back as she's done all afternoon, gets taken out off the ball. Main trying to use her pace, and Turner clearing it out. Will stay with the Phoenix. And does look like Lucia Leon, the Dominican Republic international, is going to make her debut for the Wellington Phoenix. See who comes off for her. Just waiting for fourth official Beck Mackey to raise the board. It doesn't really matter because it's going to be Lara Wall, and there's maybe a slight bit of confusion on the touchline, but Lucia Leon coming on to replace Lara Wall.
Alright, so complete. The restart.
Like for like, but Leon, a very attacking player. We know she's great at creating. Did really well with combining with Erin Healy last season in siege-based Charlotte. Just tough challenge. And the wars in the middle of the park all afternoon.
Get your distances, back line! Raise the bar!
Turner, McMahon. Tangle of feet. Referee Shabrashan saying she can't get untangled. Not going to blow the whistle, and Wellington win out. There are 18 minutes left in this game. And it's been all Wellington Phoenix in this second half. Melbourne City dominated possession in the first. Didn't create anything, but now it's been Wellington the majority of this second half. Creating, dictating, and with the threats on goal. But can they get reward for all their hard work? But Elliott out wide, charging run through the middle. Cutting back the other way, and cleared, but only as far as Grace Charlet. We know she can pick a pass. Vandermeer, Leon, her first touch since coming on. Cutting across, that's a good delivery. Neres saw the danger, was ready. But Leon getting away from Shelby McMahon. And saw Mania Elliott just in a bit of a tangle there with Danielle Turner.
This is the one! Let's go, 18! Go 18, go 18, go 18!
Chendu, heavy challenge from the back, but no free kick. Elliott. Walker. Daniele off. City to Achendu. Keane. Poked away. Achendu. Searching. Switching. McMahon. Turner. Chendu. Evades one. Pushing them further back now. Wellington. Otto. Chendu. Hughes. Got rid of spot. A great turn. McNamara, can she get a strike away with an outstretched leg? Vandermeer directing it away from goal. And that has been first real threat from Melbourne City in this game. Holly McNamara. Strike looked on target, but Marissa Vandermeer, that outstretched boot to clear it away. Barry, Jarley, Main. And that's poor from Neres. Vlock able to block it. Can they get numbers in the box quickly? Vlock able to retain possession. She needs some support. Cutting it across and just off the head of Apostolakis. They'll continue playing Melbourne City. They don't have the numbers, but Mania Elliott. Leon switching inside this time. A little bit of space for her to drive into. Emma Main, another substitute. Jarlate coming in for the header and then just turning and shooting was Pia Vlock on target. There was never really a threat to Miraz's goal. And this effort here, Aiden Keane did well to get out of trouble, and then McNamara just turning, shooting, and really important from Vandermeer. And then Pia Vlock, she's been building momentum in this second half. Almost creating an opportunity just by being in the right place at the right time. Miraz, I don't know what it is about this right-hand side, this goal. We've seen a few errors from the keepers when they've been on this side. Maybe the breeze is strong. I'm not sure what's going on down there, but very unusual. A lot of unforced errors. Uchendu. Elliott. Back to Uchendu. Charlie asking a lot of block. And Stott coming across, using her experience. McMahon. Turner. To Chendu. 18 Keane. McNamara. Against Vandermeer. Keane, edge of the box. What can they do? Just a little bit of confusion. Chendu. And Wellington have had a player down off the field of play. It looks like MMA. So they're going to have to attack without one of their attacking threats. Brooke Nunn. No one's coming to stop her. She sizes up the goal and just had to go for it. There wasn't really any options available. It's nicely done by Chendu and 18 Keane. And then this effort from Brooke Nunn lacked all the power it really needed, but there weren't any numbers coming in support. So well, it looks like we're going to see Carly Rossbacken and Danella Buttress come on. Buttress has been in good form in the Women's Asian Champions League. Such a threat in the box. Keane just couldn't get her feet untangled. Jale, Elliott, heavy touch once again. Turner, Hughes. Kostelakis. Turner. Headed away, but only as far as Apostolakis. Melbourne City building a little bit of momentum in the last few minutes, but cleared away.
Yes, Chief. Go, beat him. Dan, go higher, Dan. Dan, higher. Dan. Looking for it.
None.
Got a foul. Come on.
Ask for here, Michael Matriciani saying you've got to foul. And then Main, keeping her feet. Emma Main, just wide of goal.
18, go down. Ref.
And
Make this up.
18 Keane down on the ground. Having time for City to make the changes, but here, what a move. Brooke Nunn. And then the strength of MMA to hold off Laura Hughes, sorry. And then I think it comes off the post. It's just on the outside, so close. Once again, Wellington. Great strength from MMA to hold off Hughes, to get a shot away. They needed to find the net, running out of time if you're Wellington, running out of time if you're Melbourne City. And you can see Rebecca Stott just speaking to her side. It's needing more, needs to be more clear. So, Hayden Keane's going to come off for Danella Buttress. And then it's going to be Leah Davidson who's going to come off as well. So some real attacking changes, bringing Buttress on. And then Carly Rossbacken. Just wonder where she'll come into play.
Yes, Danny, straight in, yeah, straight in. Yes, Danny.
She'll come into the middle of the park. And we're also going to see Zoe Benson come on to replace Pia Vlock, who has been really lively in the last 15 or so minutes. The 17-year-old New Zealand national.
Guys, make sure. Hey, Ellie, clean sheet.
Correct.
Leon trying to find space, and space she finds.
Up team! Up team!
Barry. Bott. Nunn. Back to Bott. Using the width with Mania Elliott. Nunn once again. Just couldn't find a way past Taylor Otto. Main. Once again, Otto in the right place at the right time. Bott. That pass too shallow. Buttress. Up against Elliott. Buttress brought down, it looked like. And Michael Machashani still being disappointed. Not a yellow card once again. They've still got the free kick. And Maya Elliott very lucky as well. On a yellow card as well, so maybe that played a part in the non-decision, and was late challenge, that's for sure. It's the danger and the threat of Danella Buttress. And the main, and Zoe Benson in the wall. Kostelakis, dangerous delivery. Otto got ahead to it, and right place, right time. There might just be the winner for Rebecca Stott. The two centre backs combining. Wellington, for all of the pressure they have mounted, it goes to waste. With a great ball from Apostolakis, Otto sending it back across, and Rebecca Stott just waltzed in by herself. Not a Wellington shirt in sight. And that could be the winner this afternoon. They've had to absorb a lot of pressure in the second half, but it was the defenders who combined. Apostolakis, Otto, and Stott with the goal. Benson. Elliott. Cutting it across. Elliott! Jarley couldn't get a boot to it. What a response that would have been. The urgency has certainly turned up a level. Barry. Bott. To the feet of Apostolakis. Buttress. Uchendu. Trying to work her way through the traffic. And exactly what she does. Uchendu slightly offside. But this effort, Mania Elliott forced a save from Mirez, and then Jale, I think it's that save, just took the ball off her path. And they couldn't get a second effort. Postelakis. Main. None. Trying to find an answer. Doing a lot of dribbling and doing too much dribbling in the end. Danella Buttress winning the ball back and taking a heavy challenge from Brooke Nunn. And holding her ribs. It's not going to feel great tomorrow, but
No worries. Okay, thank you.
Nunn just doing way too much dribbling, and Buttress just put her body on the line. Over the head of Achendu, Vandermeer brought it down, offside though. Wellington taking this ball very deep. The offside flag was significantly higher, but restart play from there. Nunn, Elliott, poor touch, but a found Nunn. And then Nunn couldn't win it back, and then dragging Laura Hughes, who's sarcastically clapping. It's been a physical battle all afternoon between these two sides. And just Brooke Nunn just dispatching her. Maybe a little bit lucky. There's going to be a lot of time for Wellington to try and get an equaliser, and Melbourne City to hold on. 6 minutes added on here at Control Cyber Pitch. Melbourne City looking for their second win of the season. Hasn't been all their way. It's been a lot of hard work, but Rebecca Stott may prove to be the winner, and that ball looked like it took a deflection off an arm. And getting very chaotic in the last few minutes.
Okay, back in shape. Back in, Danny. Easy. Danny, tuck in.
Vandermeer. Jale. It's a great switch of play to Mania Elliott. Emma Main's in the centre of the box. Mania Elliott over the top. That'll be a goal kick. So lively from that right-hand side, Elliott, if they can find the ball to her. This one just too high and just too far out. Could have been a better option to find Emma Main. Who knows? So many chances. So much momentum Wellington have had throughout this game. Not able to capitalise. Will this streak go on of consecutive losses to Melbourne City, who have never got a point in this fixture in their 6 previous encounters? Buttress. Wide to McNamara. Can't get past. Good offence, a bot. Rode the challenge, Nunn. And just a little overzealous with the challenge. Chendu.
Hi, we're chasing. Narrow front 3.
Bev Priestman reshaping, retooling the attack. Emma Main pouncing, collecting the ball. There's numbers in the box. And only the blue shirt. Rebecca started to look like able to get in the way. Emma Main has been lively since coming on. It was Rebecca Stott who got in the way, the goal scorer.
Guys, 3.5 minutes. Keep pushing.
3.5 minutes left. Ev Priestman willing her side forward. They've had 2 draws, 1 win to start this season. I don't concede a lot of chances, but could this be a costly one to concede? For the first loss of the season, Leon, none. Straight into the feet of Uchendu.
And again, Chi. Danny, tuck in.
Danny, help. Danny, help.
Danny, tuck in.
You can see Melissa Barbieri, part of the coaching team, also backup goalkeeper. Hefty challenge there. Walker. Inviting ball, Main missed it. Uchendu goes to the pass, takes time away. McNamara gets past Vandermeer with relative ease and shadowed the whole way through. That was a free kick to Melbourne City, and the card's coming out for Marissa Vandermeer.
Well done. Great second pass. Good cover.
In a physical afternoon all across the park, and she knew the threat, she knew the danger.
I've got it.
Danny, you as well. Take control.
Another set-piece opportunity. Apostolakis, we know what she delivered the first time, but there aren't that many numbers in the box. It's quite unique. There is a large wall, and there are Wellington players guarding the box, but there aren't that many Melbourne City players guarding the box. It's quite interesting. Wonder why not just man marking. Priestman, knowing her side is running out of time. McNamara holding it in the corner, taking some time, and Wellington winning it back, but there's 30 seconds left for 6 minutes. They need to get the ball moving, they need to get the ball in play, Wellington, if they want anything out of this game. Uchendu offside. Leon. Walker out wide for Barry, but she's just going to keep driving forward. Now uses Walker. McNamara getting back to do the defensive duties. Davidson, sorry, that's Devin Jackson, looks like. Buttress. And that's a full tie here at Control Cyber. You can see how much it means to Michael Matriciani and the Melbourne City side. They had to work very, very hard for the 3 points this afternoon. Didn't have it all their own way. Their Priestman side, it was a Kiwi who got them undone. Rebecca Stott for Melbourne City with the goal. The matters and the 3 points stays here with them. So the run continues for the Wellington Phoenix. 7 games now. No wins against Melbourne City. And only 3 goals ever scored in this fixture. It was a tough afternoon. They had their moments. Samba linking up with the likes of Brooke Nunn, Mania Elliott, Grace Jarley. CJ Bott was lively in the middle as well, but they just couldn't figure it out. Wellington Phoenix, lots to take that are positive, but lots to figure out in that final third. But for Melbourne City, they held strong and they got the win. Melbourne City 1, Wellington Phoenix 0. take a look at how this game unfolded. These were really the chances that Melbourne City were left with in the first half. Slight mistakes by Wellington. Everything else was well defended in the end from the Phoenix. But this play here from Nunn to Bott, just slightly wide. Just felt like they were building towards something, and then occasionally